So good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday Devotional. I said the Sunday Devotional. Welcome to the Sunday Devotional in the Be Hood. My name is Rickie Byars, and we are thankful for this beautiful Kuumba in motion. Kuumba in motion means creativity in motion. Kuumba in motion, expressing transformation. We're using our creativity to transform the world, and it's transforming us first. So our songs keep us balanced. Our songs keep us free. And so I'm here today with the most magnificent singers that God would bring this morning. And a wonderful, wonderful Rashid Lani accompanying us on piano. And we have the spirit of the Holy Presence right here and right now. And I just give thanks for our time together today. I give thanks for the presence of a living God. Oh. The presence of a living God, a living good that is lifting us right now to be and do what we came to do and be. So for this and so much more, we give thanks and we allow this living good to breathe through our music, through our voices, through our stories, through our joy.
Yeah.
And so it is. So it is.
There was a time in my life, yes, I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can see, say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you got to let it go. What you've got to say, yes you do, just say it.
Naila.
There was a time in my life, thought I had to do it all by myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God
Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Y'all feel like
Ooh, I'm only here. I'm only here.
here for God.
No more struggle, no more strife. Yeah.
Only here for God.
With my faith, I see the light. Yeah.
Only here for God.
I'm only here for God. Ooh.
Only here for God.
Say, if you only here for God, yeah.
Only here for God.
Feels so good to know. Feels so good to know what I'm here for, yeah.
Only here for God.
I'm only here. Ooh.
Only here for
Ain't no need to
God.
worry, ain't no need to struggle. Only here for God, only here for God. Hallelujah, yeah.
Only here for God.
Mighty single in my body's full of light, yeah.
Only here for God.
With my faith, yo, I can finally see the light.
Only here for God. Only here for God. Thank you. Thank you, Safia Baidi.
Lord,
Come on with it.
Lord, working through everybody.
Naila Porter. And Georgia and Muldrow coming in on Only Here for God. Yeah. Did I introduce myself already?
The great Rickie Byars.
The great.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to say all that. But I can accept it. I can accept it. You know, I wasn't going to say all that, but I can accept it. You know, sometimes we can't, you know, it's
As
like.
you should.
As you should. I'm thankful. I mean, I've been, man, God's been working on me,
Okay.
you know, all night. So it's been such an, what about y'all? God been working on you too?
Absolutely. Without question.
Yes.
It's been that kind of night.
Yes. And even when I was going into the dream state at around 6:45. At around 6:45, as I was going to the a.m., I was going to the dream state, and I remember going into the dream state, and I was like, I was on a journey. I was going somewhere. Oh, yeah. I felt like there was somewhere I needed to go, and going into the dream state, it was like, I'm already here.
Come on. See, hallelujah.
Like I'm already here.
Well, that's the voice of God.
And I just went, and it just went like, and then
That's it.
when I woke up, it was a few minutes to 8, and it was time to get up. You know, the sun was up, everything
That's
was good.
it. That's it.
You know, it's like
Yeah.
so we.
Ooh, that's strong.
So the words of Ramana Maharshi says, our real nature is liberation. This is one of my favorite, some things that he never wrote anything down, nothing. But folks came and wrote everything he said. You know, he said, our real nature is liberation, but we imagine that we are bound.
Yes.
We make strenuous efforts to become free, although all the while we are free.
That's right.
You know, and he obviously is not talking about if you're enslaved by somebody, but even if you're in an enslaved situation, the people who become Harriet Tubman are the ones that got free first, and free in the soul. You know, for the ones that were able to be in the situation, but not be in it, be in it but not of it.
Come on.
You know, and that being free in the spirit is amazing, and to not see that we are in a, you know, trying to get up this hill. It's like, hey, I am where I am.
That's it.
What is it that I can know right where I am?
That's it.
You know. The name of this song is Grateful. I like this song. Here we go. Grateful, I am grateful to be grateful. Take it out. Grateful, I am grateful to be grateful in my soul. Hope you're singing along with us. Grateful, I am grateful.
in my soul,
in my soul.
deep down in my soul, I'm so grateful.
Kumbaya,
In my soul,
I'm grateful.
I said I'm so grateful, Lord. Oh yes, I am. Yeah. Thank you for the healing. Thank you for protection. All the way deep in my soul, I'm so grateful. Thank you, Lord. Yeah,
I'm grateful.
I'm grateful. Yeah. In my soul, deep down in my soul, I'm so grateful. Oh yes, I am. In my soul,
I'm grateful.
deep in my soul, I'm so grateful. Oh yeah, yeah. In my soul, I'm grateful.
In my soul,
Ooh, yeah. My
in my
love.
soul, I'm
It's beautiful. Yeah, we get the bowl. Mhm. How's everybody doing in the B-Hood? Come on in. They're grateful. Yes. Yes, a lot.
B-Hood is alive, Auntie.
Okay, now.
They're alive and well. We got our lovely regulars on all the time. Kathy Means is in the house.
Kathy Means.
Lulu is in the house.
Hey.
We got both platforms happening.
Okay.
I just want to encourage everybody out there that to hit that share button.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the share button if you know that somebody needs this, like we all need it. And it's down at the bottom of the screen if you're watching, and continue to comment. And we love you. And also like and share. Hit the thumbs up and hit the alarm bell. Just hit all the buttons down at the bottom. That's what y'all need to do.
Just go
We
boom,
love
boom,
y'all.
Go down the road.
Hey man, people were looking at it last week. I don't know what happened, but it's like looked like people began to catch on. So we had a lot of folks that were on last week, and if you were on for the first time, welcome back. We're glad that you're back with us here in the B-Hood. The Sunday Devotional powered by Kuumba in Motion, expressing transformation. And these songs are original compositions. I composed them, most of them. I composed all of these. Yeah, I did. And that's what I do. I'm a composer, and everything else comes from that. So whether I'm working with children and whether I'm working, whatever I do, everything is powered by the music that's flowing through me, and the conscious awareness that God is all there is. So that's about all I got to say.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Well, here's a shout out to Gwen George. Gwen George is like a really beautiful soul sister who's coming in for the Soul Sisters Retreat, which is happening 2 weeks from now. Registration is officially closed, and we have a beautiful number of women that are coming to be with us. We will be at Temescal Canyon. It's going to be great, which is near the beach, near Malibu, but it's closer in. If you haven't been to LA, well, I'm saying all these places, but it's near the ocean and it's really beautiful. It's a National Historic State Park, but inside of it is a beautiful retreat facility, and we will be there. And this is our 24th year there. Gwen is coming from Hawaii to be with the Soul Sisters, and so, but Gwen is not just coming to be the Soul Sisters Retreat. Gwen will be in live and living poetry. She's going to be reading her poems at Lula Washington's, I think it's Studio B, Friday night, this coming Friday night, and that's, I believe, the 22nd of July, and she'll be accompanied by Martin Yarbrough. So that's going to be the bomb.
Yes.
Gwen and Martin.
That's awesome.
Oh my God. 6 to 7:30. So get there on time. And then when you leave, the sun's still up. And, whoever's there, we can go try to get a bite to eat. Or, it'd be too late for me to eat. But if it's really good, it's never too late.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm trying to do it differently, but I'm not always able to.
Yeah, man.
But if you have to, just have a little grapefruit juice. Get them special enzymes. Enzymes. You got to get the enzymes in time. Enzymes in time. I don't, well, I'm not going to tell about what I don't do. So Gwen George will be live at Lula Washington's this coming Friday night. And then invite everybody to make it. Some of you might not remember Gwen, but Gwen is 80 years alive.
Go.
Yes.
Gwen is 80.
You better go on and stretch.
Gwen is fine. Gwen rides her bike. She does yoga. She's a dancer, and she's a lover, man. That woman is a lover. She's just so brilliant. And her husband passed on, and they had, I think, 5 daughters.
4 daughters and 1 son.
Yeah, 5 kids, four daughters and 1 son, and one of her daughters, Galen, beautiful Galen, passed on last year, and her husband passed on as well, and so she had a lot to release, and she's still working with it, I'm sure, but when you see Gwen is not in despair. Gwen is alive. Gwen will inspire you.
Yeah.
And Gwen will give you another way to hold the universe. And that is what an artist does. And so she will be at Lula Washington's. If you don't know where Lula is, just say Lula Washington's Dance Studio on Google, and they'll take you right there. Okay? And so she'll be there doing her thing this coming Friday night. Yay, Gwen! Yes. And I want to, I'll be recognizing some other things. I don't want to do everything at one time. But there was something really magnificent that happened yesterday, and we'll sing about that, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. Yeah, I'm thankful. That grateful song. And your voice is like, oh, let's remember Reese. Where's Reese?
We love you, Reese.
Yeah.
We love you.
Reese is showing out over there with the beacons of light, and she's like sharing about mental health in our communities during the pandemic and what has happened to our communities and the mental health and how we're making our way through.
Yeah.
And they have all kinds of agendas over there, and it's going to be really beautiful. So here's a shout out to Reese, who's represent.
Yay, mental health.
Little baby Reese.
Yay,
Baby
mental
Reese. Baby Reese, what you been up to, Naila?
Whoa, just more writing and poetry and music and sessions and love and happiness and joy and all of that good stuff.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's well. We're so happy to have you here. When is that book coming? Do we have anything yet?
Not yet.
That's okay.
We're
That's all right.
still working on finding
Yeah.
a publisher, but
And then fine tuning too.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah. Well, you always. Cause the size of your book, I think you might want one of them others. See,
It's
once
a
I saw
coffee
your
table
book, I
book.
was like, I think this might be a little bit too much for the Love Trust Media.
The
But,
next one.
you know,
the next one won't be a coffee
but-
table book.
Yeah. I invite everybody to come up with your own little handbook, Rashid's Rhythm.
Ooh.
And you just write down your things, the daily rhythm. The daily rhythm. Oh my God, that's good.
Because you know what the days and everything, the transitions.
Wonderful.
I love that. It's like Hazrat Inayat's
you go.
soul tones.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
the daily rhythm.
the daily rhythm. The daily rhythm.
Yeah.
Yes. Mom.
So you talking about soul tones?
Yeah, no, but the soul tone which is infused into the rhythm.
But you put that in the book.
Yes.
Don't give them too much. And you put it in your little pocket. And you. Well, anyway, let's keep going.
Yes. Okay.
I got a million ideas. I could start with Safi. I could come up with it.
Rashi.
Bend, not break. Bend, not break. That's right. Bend, not break. You know, because she be bending those notes. She be bending those notes.
Yay.
Then
Yay.
not brave.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Spiritual right there. We're not aware.
Yeah, I said what I said.
So yesterday I spent a time with Riley Dowling,
Wow.
and about 16 singers were at the home of Ben Dowling and Riley Dowling, Lori Riley Dowling, and we sang. It was so beautiful. Miriam Green was there as a soloist. Arne Batson came. Myself, John Silvers. We had all these other singers, Nia, Laverna. Let me see if I can call them names. It was just so many beautiful singers there. Margot, who bought fried chicken. Oh. And all that chicken was gone. Okay, but anyway, people love fried chicken. I just gotta let it go. And watermelon. Somebody bought. I think Laverna bought watermelon. That was really good. Fried chicken and watermelon. And we had vegan Salisbury steak. No, it was vegetarian. I couldn't eat it. And then they had, well, the food was what it was. The food, I got all on the food, you know. But we were there to honor Riley. You know, I was a fat baby, so it's always about the food. Riley came out in a wheelchair. I didn't know how we were going to do it because last time I saw Riley, she was in bed. You know, she was in the bed. But Riley, Ben put her in the wheelchair, and when she came into the room, we were already singing. And she was so happy. She was just so happy about it. And I have some pictures, maybe, I don't know, I didn't get them to Jamone. I wanted to show a few. But what impressed me deeply about our gathering, what impressed me the most was just Riley. But deeply I was impressed by how everything was impromptu, how we just were with each other doing songs. You know, we didn't rehearse or anything. We had rehearsed for years. We knew those songs, you know, and anything that we forgot, we just, you know, somebody else had that piece. And it was just a lot of love. And that's what we're doing today. We're just going to do songs. And I feel like because the song is the healing. And she went on, she spoke over and over again about how good the music has made her feel for years, how her life has been enriched by these tones and these vibrations. And she was like, I will never forget. I'll always remember what's happening here right now.
Oh yeah.
She was,
I love that.
you know, and I guess some people go like, well, why Riley? There's a lot of people have, you know, issues and why, you know, why y'all over at Riley's house? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why we were at Riley's. Because Riley always had such a pure heart. Her heart was so pure, and she would always encourage me because she saw what I was dealing with a lot of times with musicians and who were getting used to a woman calling the shot, you know, and not a woman that's versed in music like they were. Like I was versed in cosmic tones, you know,
Come on.
and I knew what I wanted. And I knew that I chose them, so they needed to play what I wanted, you know, but the music was worthy without their infusion of their harmonics. The music was already worthy. I knew what they were doing. If I wanted them tones, I would have put them in there, you know. And so what I wanted was what I wanted. And but Riley would come and go like, yes, yes. Riley is a physicist. People don't know Riley is deep into physics. And she would go like, oh, yes, those tones are doing this. They're doing that. They're doing that. I was like, yeah, I know. I don't know physics like that, but I know physics like this. You know, and I just always,
I know.
You know, so you love who you love because they love you.
Yes.
You know, that's why when we singing these songs about love, because it delivers. Love delivers. That's one of the daily rhythms.
Mama Rickie said, I got a PhD in me.
Come on. Doctor.
I'm looking because PhD for me means something different.
No, what I was saying was that she said she was a physicist.
Oh, yeah.
And she was trying to like hit you with the equations.
Uh-huh.
And you said, I know. So I said, you have a PhD in me. I know what I do.
Yeah, thank you, Georgia. Georgia deep. She about deep like Riley. I have to go away and be with them a little longer.
Anybody can get the smoke. Hallelujah.
I thought some Michael in there.
That emotion.
I'm choosing heaven today. What's that back there? I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing love today. What are you choosing? I'm choosing love today. And I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing love today. I choose compassion. I choose compassion today. Choose compassion. I choose compassion today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I choose compassion today. Choosing peace, y'all. I'm choosing peace today. Choosing peace, y'all. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing peace today.
I'm choosing healing. Yeah.
I'm choosing healing today.
I'm choosing healing. Yes,
I'm
I
choosing
am.
healing today.
I'm walking.
I am walking the road
Oh,
of heaven
yeah.
right now.
Sing,
I'm choosing healing today.
healing today.
I'm choosing healing today.
I'm choosing healing. Yes, I
choosing
am.
healing today.
I'm
I am
choosing
walking the road
healing. Yes,
of
I
heaven
am.
right now.
Heaven right now.
I'm choosing
Yeah.
healing today. I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. What are you choosing? I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. And I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Yes, I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I love that reverb. Makes me feel good. Feels powerful. So you got that reverb. Oh,
Boy.
boy, reverb. All right, we're gonna roll on. This is gonna be a day of a whole lot of beautiful music. Whatever happened to you, whatever changes you've been through, there's a meaning to it all. We are not victims of circumstance. It happens to give us a chance to change, to really grow, and to open to God's love deep inside. God's love therein abide. And God will work through an open heart. God will work through an open mind.
your pain so very far. But what you are feeling is not who you are. It's something passing through. Spirit is saying, come in. My door has been opened, and your only sin is you didn't know it was open, open to God's love deep inside. God's love therein abides.
That's all right.
Yeah, 'cause God will work through an open heart. God will work through an open mind, and God will work through an open heart. God will work through an open mind.
God is only good.
Open.
Trust God like you know you should.
Open.
One day,
Open.
I know you'll say that my heart is open.
I am your instrument. Live as my life. Shine through my countenance. I am willing. What would you have me do? Open my mind. Yes, I am here for you.
Hey,
My heart is open.
I am
I am your instrument. Live as my
Yes.
life.
I am
Shine through my countenance. I am willing. What would you have me do? Open my mind. Yes, I am here for you. My heart is open. I am
your instrument.
I am your instrument.
Live as my
Live as my life.
shine through my countenance.
Shine as my countenance.
I am
I am willing. Yeah.
What would you have
What
me do?
would you have me do?
Open my mind.
mind.
Yes, I am
Here for you. Ooh, say, mommy.
Spirit is calling your name. If you are willing, you can change and really grow. So won't you open, 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 open. God's love is here for you. God's grace will see you through.
God will work through an open heart. And God will work through an open mind. God, my God will work through an open heart. God will work through an open mind. God will work through an open mind.
What if somebody, we might ask, doesn't know how to be willing, doesn't have the, right now, they're not in touch with the capacity to be willing. They speak into it, but they don't speak fully into it because they have a woundedness that they're more identified with than the answer. And I think when we're faced with that kind of situation, because the world is just, we're learning how to be a village. We're learning how to love ourselves, how to love each other, And when a person is missing it, and we want them to do better, we want them. We're praying for them. We're holding them high, and it just feels like they just not able to make. They just look like they out of. They just won't. Me as family, we're here to hold them high and to pray, and to carry them, but not to make them weak by giving in to what it is that they say they want. But to hold for the truth. Anybody got something to give me on that?
Yeah. I think it's like we never know where God moves us to be. Mm-hmm. And so, like, just because maybe that person may not be where you'd like them to be, mm-hmm. they may be where God needs them to be. Mm. And so that's why I think that it's important to bless the Lord mm-hmm. in its efficiency mm-hmm. and to be moved to do His will unconditionally, no matter how it might make you look. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No matter how. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To be willing to be present. To be present. Mm-hmm. Where you need to show up, even though it might look like something else, mm-hmm. but you're exactly on task, mm-hmm. and you're doing exactly what you must do. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I think what I have for that is sometimes, or most of the time, I know that my processing power is pretty much inadequate mm-hmm. for the world I have to deal with. Mm-hmm. So I say, God, use my mind. God will work through my open mind. Yeah. My mind's open. I'm your instrument.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, yes.
And you
we just sang the answer.
It's your brain.
Yeah.
It's your brain, God. You built it. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Come on. Mm-hmm.
Ashe. Come on, Rip.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I could only do my best and let God do the rest, I could pass every test come my way. If I could only do my best and trust that God will do the rest, I could pass every test come what may. Ain't that bad? It's so bad. Is that bad? Come on, wait a minute. Is that bad?
You know what I'm saying?
Who's that out there? Is that Bernice's mom? Yes. Hey, Mom. Do you like the way that song sounds? Y'all, Mom said yes. Okay, so this is John Caesar's latest hook.
It's the latest hook.
It's the latest hook that I'm working on. He got too many hooks.
Thousands of them.
But he got thousands of hooks. This is the latest hook. I'm working on a verse, but I don't even know if it needs one.
You know what?
I'm working on one though. But like you say, let God be God.
Yeah.
See what it be good. See what it be good.
See what be good.
See what it be good.
Going. See what be going on.
If I could only do my best and let God do the rest, I could pass every test, come what may. If I could only do my best and trust that God will do the rest, I could pass every test, come what may. Somebody else say, if I could only do my best. Okay, two.
I can only do my best and let God do the rest. I can pass every test, come my way. If I can only do my best and let God do the rest, I can pass every test, come my way. Yes, I can.
Yeah. I could just do that part forever. Hey, come on now, you got one. Come on.
It's a hook. It's a hook.
Sing the hook. Sing the hook.
If I could only do my best and let God do the rest, I could pass every test, come what may. If I could only do my best, I would let God do the rest and pass every test, come what may.
Come on, Georgia. Your testimony. What?
If I could only do my best and let God do the rest, I will pass every test, come my way. If I could only do my best and let God do the rest, I will pass every test, come what may.
Listen, that's one of the strong. John Caesar. That's one of the strongest hooks of all time.
Yes, come on, John.
Y'all save me for getting beat up. Oh my God. You know, so when we're feeling frustrated, that something ain't turning out right, somebody ain't turning right, do your best.
That's all.
We show up like Georgia was like, God might need that person doing exactly what they're doing right now.
I'm telling you, it'd
You
be
know.
like a whole thing. It'd be like it's deep.
Yeah,
That's all.
oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
That's why we singing these songs. Check it out. Sometimes you don't know how it's going to turn out, what we're doing. But if we can just not ask the wrong question. Now, you know, it's like, where is God in this? Where's God in me right now? And the songs show you the way. Oh, let me love. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me love in a holy, steps reveal the path of peace.
Let my steps reveal the path of peace.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me stand in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me stand in the holy, holy way.
Oh, let me walk in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me walk in the holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Excuse me, I have to turn off a fan. Oh, yeah. Thank you for those fans, Brother John. Brother John bringing fans in.
Yo,
Look.
John Caesar's the man, man.
John Caesar's the man. He's
Hooks
bringing
and
fans.
fans.
And he's also leading the team for our new
fans.
building. Like, we found a space. Well, it's a space belongs to a beautiful brother. He calls it sacred space. And he's sharing it with us. He says, hey. He's like, it's yours. You can, So we went there and I go like, can we come in and make it even more beautiful? And he's like, yes. And so Harmony and Ebony are going to come and help paint and do things. Susan Lingle is coming over to help. I'm going to be there, but John is going to tell people what to do. So if you have a skill, in a particular skill in doing things, it'd be good to have you there. If you don't know how to do anything, he says he'll show you how. But we don't have the date yet, but he's going to set up a wonderful beautification party. And so the good thing is that we'll have a place where we can meet from time to time, and he'll have a better place as a sacred space that he can rent out to people.
Yeah.
Because it's a dance studio right now.
Yeah.
I think he said Saturdays and Wednesdays it's a dance studio. And sometimes people rent the space for different things. And it's open on Sundays. He says, I thought we were going to do the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Complex, but this place has even more parking, and it's nice.
Where's it located?
It's
Crenshaw
located
43rd.
Crenshaw and 43rd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the community.
but it's across the street. It's right
Yeah,
by.
just on the west side of Crenshaw.
Yeah. So we'll let you know. I thought we were going to be doing a pop-up on the 24th of July, but we're just going to do what we're doing, and then when the time is right, we'll be where we will be. We'll be in our right place. But I think we'll just wait for Haru's place. His name is Haru, and help make it beautiful, and and just come and have a great time. Yeah. Yes. Yay!
Give it up for Sacred Space, y'all. Sacred
Yes,
Space.
Sacred space. Yeah, we got sacred space.
What's the name of it?
It's the perfect name.
It's so gorgeous.
Sacred space.
Perfect.
It's so gorgeous.
Isn't that deep? It's called sacred space.
Like the exterior.
And the Be Hood will be in the sacred space.
Like the groom's house.
Yeah.
43rd in Crenshaw. Okay. Come on.
So this is a song. I hear Jerome getting creative. Be Hood, be sacred. Come on. So glory, glory, hallelujah. We're gonna do these two songs together. So I was looking at. Here's a shout out to Deborah Jackson Bryce, who is recovering very beautifully from a stroke. She's coming on through. I saw her sending out emails and stuff again. I said, oh, she back in the game. But she goes to Moore's Sanctuary AME Zion. in Charlotte, North Carolina, and she had led me to her service. I went to look at the service that they do, you know, and last Sunday was men's choir Sunday, I guess, men's ensemble. Man, these brothers were killing it. They were killing it. It's just like, it was so fun to watch, and it reminded me of my youth and the kind of music I grew up listening to, you know, when we were in the Baptist church before we went to the Catholic church. Catholic church had other things to laugh about, but the Baptist church had a whole lot to be in the joy about, you know. Oh my God, it just had so much soul. And watching this thing, they had some soul, you know. So while I was listening to it, I think the first song they did was Glory, Glory, Hallelujah, Since I Laid My Burden Down. I was like, oh yeah. And then I listened to it, I was like, that's the same thing as this other song we've been singing.
Yeah.
So we can mash them up together.
It's meant for mashing up.
Yeah, you know.
mash.
So the friends don't treat me like they used to.
Since I lay my burdens down. Well,
Yeah,
it used to
and
be burdens.
yeah, that burden. Since I think it burden,
It
that
is.
one burden, right?
I thought it was voided.
Well, definitely Boyden.
Well,
Depending on
yeah. Well, I
the-
never heard the S. It's probably an S on it, but I never heard the S. I heard my burden down. And then there's a part when they say, "Burden down, Lord, burden down." Since I laid my burden down. Here comes Sophie. Sophie's got refreshments for everybody.
Well, I sure did it. But I think both of us leaving would be bad.
I have some. Thank you, sweetie.
So burden down, burden down.
Sure.
And since I laid my glory, glory. You know.
Yeah,
So we're gonna do that along with
learned
I Am Blessed. Okay. And you know, you can see I'm kind of happy because I like these songs.
Hey,
They just make me feel good, man. It's a,
you take me back.
I am blessed. I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed when I wake up in the morning, lay my head to rest. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed when I wake up in the morning, lay my head to rest. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am loved. I am loved every day of my life. I am loved when I wake up in the morning. God loves me. Lay my head to rest. I am blessed. I am blessed. Glory, glory. Hallelujah. Since I laid my burden down. Glory, glory. Hallelujah. Since I laid my burden down. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh, so happy. So happy, Lord. Since I lay my burdens down. Oh, I said, I'm so happy. Thank you, Lord. Yeah. Oh, so happy. So happy. Since I
burdens down.
Burning down.
All the way down. I said, friends don't treat me like they used to. Yeah.
Since I
Since I'm laid.
burning down.
Burdens all the way down. Thank you, Lord.
Burning down, Lord. Burning down, Lord. Since I laid my burning down, burning down, Lord. Burning down, Lord. Since I laid my burning down.
Glory, glory, glory. Hallelujah. Since I'm laid. All my burdens down. Yes. I said, I want to sing glory and hallelujah. Since I laid my
Burning
burdens down. Yes, I did.
I am blessed. I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed when I wake up in the morning, lay my head to rest. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am
Yeah. Man, they had so many good songs they were singing over there. I was like, oh my goodness, we're going to be lighting the B-hood up with some of those.
Whoa.
Ezekiel saw wheel, the wheel in the middle of the wheel.
Yes. I'm gonna hide behind that mountain. Yeah, I'm gonna. Sorry. At the moment I was at CM, St. John CM.
But then we want to hear about all of that. So I want to thank Alpha Richards, who wasn't able to make. A lot of people wanted to come to the thing yesterday. They couldn't make it, but they were praying. And I got an email from this lady named Alpha Richards, who was a member of the choir from time to time. And she said that she couldn't make it. She said, but I'm going to hold the high watch from 11 to 11:11. Now Alpha is interesting.
All right, now she did hitting the angel.
Oh yeah, Alpha is an angel, right? So she said, yeah, that's a great name, right? And so she said she would hold it for 11 to 11:11. And she said set a tone of harmony and joy. She couldn't come, but she would hold the high watch where she was because she lives way out in the desert. And I told her, thank you so much, and I appreciate you doing that. And she sent me back an appreciation afterwards. And she said, I started the high watch because I told her, because she said she's gonna hold it from 11 to 11:11. I was like, ain't gonna, I'm not gonna get there. She said 11:20.
Now, did you say
So
hey
you
now?
holding a high watch, but I don't know if
Did you say hey now?
Error.
if I'm gonna be there. Because I had an earlier commitment, and so by the time I arrived, it was around 11:20, and she had said she was going to hold it from 11 to 11:11, but she said on what she wrote yesterday was last night she said I started the high watch at 11:33, 2 master numbers. She got this in here, and ended at 12:55. Added 4 equals physical completion like a box with 4 sides. Thanks for keeping me informed. Peace. She started the high watch at 11:33 and ended at 12:55. We ended at 1.
Wow.
We ended at 1 o'clock. Wow. And it was such a beautiful thing. So the thing about a prayer field is that you don't know how God is using that.
It's real.
You don't know how the universe is using all of that love, all of that open-heartedness.
It be going in.
It's just like, whoo, things we can't see. And sometimes we've been so conditioned to just dwell in what we can see. Yeah. But so much of who we are is not visible. They say 1% is what we see. The rest is energy.
Yeah.
Is what we really are.
And that's absolutely go
You know.
ahead then.
That's what, I don't know.
Go on and slam dunk that on him.
Metaphysician.
Yes. Oh, we had to give Rashid some juice.
Yeah, give me some juice.
Some Rashid.
Hey.
I'm deserving.
Hey. Okay. So I'd like to pay tribute to a political stalwart in South Africa by the name of Jessie Duarte, who made a transition this morning. She was, talking about women power, she was the first lady that I actually met from the ANC when they came out of exile into the country, who demonstrated what
From the
women...
ANC, we got to slow down because some people.
Yeah, the ANC,
and I want them to know.
The African National Congress.
Yes.
That's the leading party in South Africa right now.
Now, and listen to that.
Yes, and she demonstrated incredible leadership, independence, and just a warmness of spirit that allowed me to participate in and celebrate whatever the ANC was offering at the time. Of course, right now the ANC are experiencing a lot of challenges and a lot of problems, and some of which includes, issues with policing in the country. Right now, we've had unfortunate mass shootings, very similar to, what's been happening in America. Last Saturday or last weekend, we had 20 people killed in a tavern. This past Wednesday, 19. Thursday, 6 people. And this morning as well, 5 people were killed in Cape Town, Khayelitsha. But, it's with everything, there's growing pains and teething problems. Yeah. And I'm praying that the teething problems that our country, South Africa, is going through will come to a place where eventually, all the hope and the love and the light that was poured into the country will see the light of day. Yeah. And with all the best wishes and hopes and embracing of love, that came from the rest of the world. Yes. I know that South Africa will be in a good place. Yes. And we hold that light, and we are the beacon of hope for that, not only for South Africa, but for the world. Yes. That the world is going through really, really, really challenging time right now.
Oh yeah, and the younger people, it's like because there's so much corruption that's been seeded by the older people, by our group.
Yes.
That it's really important for us to stand doing what we came to do, because the younger people are watching what we do, how we do it, and we got to,
Wow, Rickie, that was actually such an important point you just brought up now, because the younger people, Generation Z, they're actually basically throwing off the mantle of whatever they were basically programmed into believing the way the world is. They're throwing that mantle off and beginning to call out for their own freedom and independence and control of what they see as their future.
Yes.
So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yes. Yeah. So we're gonna stop. And give thanks for Jessie Duarte.
She was a special assistant to Nelson Mandela during his reign in South Africa, and she did hold the position of Deputy Secretary General of the ANC.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we can turn off Rashid's microphone. Mom loved me best. It'll be the B Hood featuring Rashid Lani. Rashid be deep. Rashid could definitely carry it. But I'm so thankful for Rashid and for what he brings to us and for what he just said and for who we are becoming together, who we are emerging. There's been so much oppression, so much nonsense that many, many generations have lived through. That if there's any light of day, it's a miracle. And there's a whole lot to live for.
It's such a miracle.
There's so much to live for, and this is our day. It's some ignorance. It's just like the things that folks are electing is on purpose. They're electing these base, really interesting things.
Yes.
And it's like eventually they'll get tired of that. Let's just hope the world is still here.
Well, there's that.
Oh, gosh.
Well, we're gonna remember that cosmic justice shall indeed be served.
Yes, that's what you're saying, yeah.
As it is every day. In the truth of our beauty, the kind of beauty that just calls life on to life. No matter who has a problem with it, right? Just calls life on to life and brings color into the world. It's beautiful. In harmony. Beautiful brown color that we give to this world that doesn't need to be solved for with a bullet. Yeah? And God's idea of beauty as well. So we just knowing that justice, the same justice that's the architect of our beautiful pigment and features and all them things, the things that make us brown and beautiful. Oh yeah, we know the intelligence that created that. These joyful genes, productive genes we have. Only dwarfed by our intent and our willingness to really feel natural. Yeah? And that's here for everyone to feel. That's available for everyone to feel. Get in tune with naturalness, feel it. Take a breath before doing something really, really, really harsh. Yeah? Let's take a breath before doing something really great. We want to be breathing consciously all the time. Right now, we breathe in the name of cosmic justice. Because it seems that these halls of justice have been skewed otherwise and synthesized to distract us from our naturalness. So, Lord, we are putting it in your hands to put back in our hands. Guide our minds, use our brains so that we can remember who we truly are and what we for. Stars or all of creation. shine its light as me. Oh yeah, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Ooh, yes. Wow.
Hey, this is a good time to say thank you.
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you for your sharing. Thank you for caring about what it is that we do.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you for supporting the tones. Thank you, Spirit, for dear infinite God, for planting the song in me.
Yes.
Planting the song in me.
Yes,
You know, and for all those who gather with me to sing along.
Yes.
That's so good. You know, that what a good incarnation, Naila. And I got Georgia, Sophia over here, and Reese, baby Reese, and all the singers who gathered before. That includes everybody. Yana, Dorothy, all of them. Thea, Rob McDonald. Rob done forgot about us. Rob, you know.
Oh, he
Rob.
on tour.
You know, my brother, you know, you could just answer the text. Just the text. Like, just the text, Rob.
Thumbs to
You know,
work.
just the thumbs. Just a little two thumbs, you know. The baby man thumbed in. And the baby man will be with us on the 24th. Everybody's going to be with us. So, well, I don't know that everybody's going to be with us. Hold on, baby man. You know, probably. Yeah, the 24th. Because we have a drummer and we're going to have, you know, we'll have another vibration in here. But this is so beautiful with just the singer. You know, it's just, I can feel y'all so. And then we get the little beat back in here, and we'll do that when we get to that page. But I want to thank you, B-Hood, subscribers, people who come to the email list. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for your support. Thank you, because we had quite a few people that gave last week, and that made a big difference. So we thank you for your sharing. It means a lot. And I'm not going to go on and on. I don't know what I can do. I can sing about it. This is a thank you song. Oh, wait. And I gotta thank Alexander Anderson. Alexander Anderson tuned my piano yesterday.
Yeah.
Alexander Anderson is a great musician. Brother can play the piano. He played, he voiced, and he says he's going to come in and do a voicing on it. But it's the first time I met a piano tuner that is so delightful and such a great musician too. You know, such a great musician. I tell you, if I had about 40, 50 more years. Okay. I get into some good trouble. Thank you. Praise you. Love you. Recognize you. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Praise you. Love you. is holy. To live, to learn, to love is holy. To live, to learn, to love is holy. To live, to learn every day, to love myself, to love God, to love you, to learn to love is holy. Oh, to live, we're healing, we're here to learn to love is holy. There's nothing better than to learn to love who we are. It's holy. Learn to love your soul. Learn to love yourself. Learn to love your mother, father. Holy. It's holy. Oh, it's holy. Hey! Here we go. Thank you. Praise you. Love you. Recognize you. Thank you. Praise you. Love you. Recognize you. Thank you.
I'm thanking you.
Praise you.
And I praise you.
Love you.
Said I love
Recognize
you.
you.
Recognize you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
Praise you.
Praise your name.
Love you.
Love.
Recognize you. Thank you. Praise you.
Said I praise you.
Love you.
Love you.
Recognize you.
Recognize you.
Thank you.
Ah, thank you.
Praise you.
Oh, I praise
Love you.
Love.
Recognize you. Thank you. Yes. Oh, yes, yes. I love the look you get in your eyes. You go like, you about to do the last thank you. Oh, y'all. Man, I love my sisters, man. I just, it's just like when we sing it and everything is, in my heart, I'm such a child in here. It was like we used to have such fun, and it's just right in there.
Oh, that's the glory of genius.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's the glory. What'd you
The
say?
glory of your genius.
The glory of my genius. That's
yes.
it's the child's heart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta have it.
yeah.
Thank you for writing all of these amazing songs that just carry us through everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm having a good afterlife.
Woo!
Most
Yes.
of the time, most of the time people die and then they want to go to glory. I'm already in glory,
You
baby.
heard me?
Come on.
We in
Come
glory
on.
already.
Yes.
I'm
Hey,
in glory.
You in the dress rehearsal for glory.
What's that?
Glory's dress rehearsal.
Can somebody tell me what my child said? Glory.
Southern
All of a sudden, she went to a patois that's so
Them-
deep. I'm like, glory.
That's them
I
Southern
got the
roots.
country.
That too.
My daughter was born and raised in Los
But
Angeles,
she country though.
where people from LA, a lot of times they talk like, they have a different kind of way. You always understand when folks, they talk, they're soulful, but they're very articulate.
Georgia is Southern.
Georgia B. Georgia B. burned that midnight oil with muddy waters.
Georgia,
Shut it for you.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
You're not. You're not. I'm glad I'm not the only
I
one.
told you about his microphone.
Rashi. Hey.
Hey,
Oh, wow, that's a tearful hey. Hey. It's all right. We're looking out for one another. That's right.
It seems I've forgotten what I was talking about.
You was talking about, you said you've already in glory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I invite you to be in glory too.
Yes.
And if you're going through something, just always remember, if I could only do my best and let God do the rest, I could pass every test come my way. If I could only do my best and forget about the rest, I can test every test come my way.
Hey.
You know what? All I hear is I hear the Delphonics. Somebody going like. Oh, every God do the rest. I could pass every test come my way. Oh my God.
Beautiful song.
Ooh. Okay, this is called.
Uh-oh.
Put your fingers on where you want to sing next.
Oh, snap. It's
Okay.
a lottery.
Okay, Georgia, tell me when to stop.
No, ain't nothing to touch now. You gotta go back. Okay, right there.
Right here?
Yeah,
On this side or this side?
that side that you on.
This
right.
side right here. Okay.
Uh-oh.
There's nothing on there.
Well,
I guess. Oh wow!
what was it?
It's what I was about to play.
Ah, yeah.
Oh my God!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go here.
I love this song.
Oh. I thank you for being so real and touching me, making me see what a beautiful world this world is. And maybe thank you for all that's revealed while you're changing me, opening my time blinded eyes to see my glorious
Maybe it's true that some folks can't see what's going on.
Hey.
They need the proof that a beautiful world, this world is what I thank you for showing the way.
Sing, mommy. strength to keep seeing just like this. And oh, and I can say yes and move out the way and give. My God is far away. Oh, I thank you for showing the way and setting them free. Opening my time, blinded eyes to see a wonderful reality. Yeah. Sing, mama.
Let's play, Rashid.
Oh, and I pray for strength to keep seeing just like this. Oh, that I can say yes and move out the way. I can say yes and move out the way. I can say yes and move out the way and give my God its full sway. Oh, I thank you for being so real and changing me, opening my time, blinded eyes, opening my time, blinded eyes. God, open up my time, blinded eyes to see, to see a wonderful reality. A glorious possibility. A wonderful reality.
my God.
Just look, she walking.
We're supposed to go to 12, but I don't know. It's so full in here. We might have to wrap it up when Safi comes back. Yeah, that was it, man.
That felt good.
Sometimes you just did what you came to do, and it's happened,
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I love how you
I want to thank you for all that reverb, Luis. I'm going to give you another mango today.
He found it.
You get a bonus.
Did I shout out about my mangoes already? Did I
No.
talk about my mangoes?
A little
I
bit,
talked
but
about.
not a.
Well, I got mangoes in there that came from Charlie McGriff.
Hey,
Oh, really?
thank
They got
you,
it
Charlie.
here.
Yeah, and they are delicious. And when they were put in the box, because they came from Florida, they were. He said that he could have made them a little. He could have put harder ones in there, but they were ripe when they came.
Perfect.
But they weren't sour. And I don't know if you ever did it, but if you know some Jamaicans, they'll show you how to eat a mango. But you can really squeeze it, and you can suck it with a straw. You can suck the juice out.
Is that
You don't even
right?
have to have a straw. You just put a hole in it and just suck it out of the
Is
mango.
that right?
So I got some in there that we can check it out afterwards.
Oh.
Because he sent me 12. I think Nakaya obliterated half of one last night.
Everybody all right?
I obliterated 2. Safi don't like sweet, so I can have hers, But a mango a day keep you smiling and pretty, If you don't know how to eat a mango, just look at a video.
Look at a video.
So I want to thank God for this tone, this blessed tone this morning.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for joining us today and for bringing your best love. Georgia has a song called I want to give my best love to you. It's so much is going on in the world, and if we bring our best love, that is the answer.
Yeah.
That's like and Georgia said something about the cosmic justice. It's like you do your best. Just bring out love.
That's it.
Walk in it.
That's it.
And I appreciate Georgia. I gotta say this because Georgia, you raise your children, man. They will call you on stuff, and you can't fight them, Clus, when he's trying to tell you. Okay, he ain't watching, so it don't matter. He's playing golf. He's doing another ministry. But I'm thankful when they talk to us, that we can listen and not rebel. So not because it looks different. Y'all want to hear a story about resistance?
Oh, she just pulled it.
This ain't about my children. This is about myself. But this is like, sometimes we are called out to be we're called, all of us are called, but some of us have a real strong calling. We came with something that helps us know it a little faster than the folks that we came around. That would be called the baby girl and the baby. But we're called baby twins. But not always the baby. Sometimes the oldest one that gets it. But we're called. But sometimes it feels like we're being called out. And so this story is a little story about resistance, and it has to do with when I was studying to be a practitioner. I wasn't even knowing if I was going to go. Yeah, I was going into practitioner, but I was in something called Science of Mind 2 at the time. They call it Foundations or something like that now. But at that time, it was called Science of Mind 1, Science of Mind 2, Practitioner 1, Practitioner 2. You was in school a long time, and they made you go through it, Then you had to pass the test, and then you became a practitioner, and then that was its own journey. And so while I was in Science of Mind 2, I had already been writing a lot of songs in the community. So half the people in the choir, not half the people, but many people in the Science of Mind class were people who were also in the choir. And let's just say I was popular in the church. And my teacher was who? It was Michael Beckler. Yes, Spirit. Ultimately, Spirit was my teacher. But Michael was my teacher. And I was like, I'm the one that when I'm in your class, you got to be a great teacher because I ain't got time, especially when you got 2 kids. You driving a hoopty. You trying to make the universe work for you. so you can up-level your mobility, you know. Shouldn't have never been about that, but it was very much about that about a lot of people. It's like, I'm in this to learn how to pay my rent. You know, it was, you know, sometimes it would be better to be in a class about economics and learn economics, you know, learn financial freedom and that kind of thing, you know, and then but when you learn spirituality at the core, it's feeding all of that when it's really pure. You can apply it to everything so that you will always be in integrity, so that you will be in integrity no matter what you're studying. Your integrity when you in alignment with the Most High,
Yes.
with the cosmic justice, with the all in all, right? So I'm in the class anyway, and I'm looking at the literature, what we got to learn, and I'm going like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Mom, I called them on it, you know. And there was an answer, and I was like, no. I said, that person who's on the street ain't less than the person who has. And so this juxtaposition of this is all out of alignment. I say, now we need to talk about that. You know, like, what are we demonstrating here? And I just got on my soapbox. And so Michael Beckwith, who was a great teacher, but at the time, I think he was just trying to get his class back, because I was like really asking a question, looking like Rashid. And, you know, I was like, you know, we're in our 30s, you know, like, you know, and he said, don't nobody say anything. And that made me feel, when he said nobody say anything, it took me back to a time when I was talking to my niece Nakaya, who's visiting, about when I was a freshman, and I went to college to get this whole experience about, I wanted to progress. I wanted to learn about how to be more. I was a little revolutionary. I wanted to know what, you know, college I thought came to give me. And the opening day, we were there, you know, and they had us doing stupid stuff. They were hazing us like we were in some sorority or something. And they were very unkind. And my mom had just left, and I was at school. It's my first day away from home. And they telling you, they were like, you're not a Wolverine yet. You're a dog. And I'm like, I ain't no dog. I ain't come here to be no dog. You know, and I had a big fro and a short skirt. So I knew who I was. Yeah. And they said, don't nobody say anything. And they moved all the freshmen, because the freshmen around me were going like, that's right. That's right. And they moved everybody back. And I was out there by myself, and they began to circle me and say unkind things about me. And I look like your face looks like right now. And I'm thinking like, what is going on? I came to this school to feel it, to feel the power of our people. You know, it's like, it was strange. The next year, they weren't going to do that. That was the end year, I got to say. It has a good ending, because the next year, they stopped that altogether. And it became friends. We came to be your friend. And you had folks who helped you through, and it became way more encouraging, but it would have to go through this part, like Georgia's like, we are where God called us to be, right? And I was there. What they didn't know was that my aunt, who lived in Atlanta, carried a big stick. So the next day, everybody was apologizing, you know. So now I'm in this class. Let's go forward. I'm in the class, and Reverend Michael said, don't anybody say nobody say anything. And it made me feel like that, you know. And he says, when Rickie enters practitioner class in the fall, what's going to be different? What's going to be different? And I said, don't nobody say nothing. I said, don't say nothing. And then he said, David, and David was quiet, and I was like, he used to have great conversations. Now you don't have nothing to say. And he said, David, tell him why you have nothing to say. He said, because I realized I didn't know anything. And that, when he said that, that crushed me, right? That was like, in the class, because he was the most brilliant one in the class. And he dropped out of the class. He didn't even finish. But he said, I realized I didn't know anything. And I was like, dang, that's all you got to say, bruh.
That's so
You know, you realize you didn't know anything, but he was being honest. So in the break, so there was a break, and then you come back to class. In the break, I'm a mess. Like, I'm crying. You know, oh no, he said no. Before we broke for the intermission, he said, what will be different is that she won't have that resistance. You know, he says she won't have the resistance. And when he said that, it was a check, because because I had resistance. So I was kind of like, you know, but I had to take it in, you know. And it was like, so in the interim, in the intermission, man, I was a mess. But I pulled myself together, you know. I came back humble. It's like, that ain't gonna take my knees out. I came back humble and I listened. And I passed the class and I did great on the test. And I entered practitioner class. When I entered in the fall, he was right. He was right. I didn't have resistance. Not that kind of resistance. And there's nothing more lethal in a holy, holy way than somebody that really gets it. You know, when I say lethal, I don't mean lethal, I mean efficient. Like, you can be very efficient when you are clear, when you are grounded, because you're not fighting against something.
No.
You are shining, and you can call a thing a thing. Yeah. Bam. Bam. And I was clear. I was at another level, but it kind of took that other part to get there. You know what I'm saying? Because during the summer, you know, I'm doing my own self-inquiry to be a better person. But when you're called to know something great, you know, sometimes you get called out. You know, sometimes you get called, somebody call you out, hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Pray about it.
Talk to Rashid and me about it.
Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen.
Yes.
You know, see, we're older now, so we might not have those kinds of situations, or they may show up. You know, where you in a situation where you have to step back and just listen. You know, and see, do your own inquiry, and then be in God, and then go at it. You know, that's the way we change the world. Our loving will change the world, but we have to go inside and learn to love who we are. Then when you open your mouth and you say what you say, you're going to say, thank you, God. All is well. Thank you for allowing me to tell that story. I hope it meant something to you. Somebody write in the chat, I needed to hear that.
I needed to hear that.
I took notes.
Oh, man, God. Just think God is good. Man, God is good. Do your best. Bring your best love. Hold yourself. Love yourself. Call somebody up. See how they doing. How you doing, Lisa Michelle? How you doing, Uncle George?
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Blessed always, blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be
God bless and keep you. Ashe.
Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God.